Okay, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, of course,
Okay.
clearly.
Good afternoon, the honorable judges and the committee. First of all, I would like to say a huge thank you for giving me a chance to be a part of this international academic and cultural exchange in 2021. I think this event will bring so much experience from me, even though it's done online. This is my first time entering a speech competition, so I'm very nervous but also very excited to start it. My name is Tsabyca Adelya. I'm a fashion VTPE student, or better teaching profession education. It's a quite mouthful name, I think. So I study both fashion and education at the same time. And today I'm representing my university, which is University PGRI di Buana, Surabaya, from Surabaya, Indonesia. And today I would like to discuss about a psychological, I would like to discuss about negative impact that we students feel during this online learning or COVID-19 or in the pandemic. I think knowing that in this pandemic everything moved very differently, we experienced where in the world we experienced like a standstill where everything just suddenly stopped. Us students have to live by stopping everything for 2 weeks. That's the first time they announced of the pandemic. They say we're gonna have 2 weeks of a break and then you guys gonna come to school and everything will be okay. So realizing that now or remembering that now, I think we as students have come so far from overcoming our internet usage in my country, especially in Indonesia. There are a lot of people are suffering from data. Like a lot of people cannot afford to go to Wi-Fi, to afford Wi-Fi or to install Wi-Fi at their homes. Some of them they do, but they still share with their siblings, their parents. So sometimes our internet connection will be poor. We have to suffer that every day and have to share a room, a privacy, and doing everything in one place are very stressful. It is very stressful. Psychological impact that are very important, but most people doesn't realize it. I doesn't really realize it until I look back at myself is learning loss. So I lose a lot of skills. I lose a lot of motivation, like knowledge. I lose a lot of that. And I procrastinate back then. I will delay to do my work. I would do it like last minute. And I didn't even get a really good remarks doing it because I was going to do it so quickly for the sake of like passing the grade or for the sake of doing it. And it is like very hard for me to go back or to come back from that. Also the anxiety, the stress, like where is this kind of education going to take us? Where is this going to go? Where are we going to go? Where does the world that we live in going to go? And what do we need to make sure that all of us or me as students is going to have a job in the future? It is very hard. Even we can see it now. A lot of people, I work as part-time and my job are being cut. I was being laid off or I was being fired because my place that I used to work cannot no longer afford to have so many employees anymore. Besides that, burnout are also like very, very hard for me. So in the beginning, I was going through a landslide, right? I was not handling it well. So I told myself it is okay to take a break. But after that break, I even became worse. I would do everything. I would join an experience like internship. I would do volunteer. I would join everything. And then I would go back to the same place again, the zero. I would start at zero again, which is because I experienced burnout. So after that burnout, I managed to get myself back by doing a lot of self-study, giving myself motivation, and making sure I know like we're not in a race, like this pandemic and everything makes everything move very differently. But it is okay for me, for every students out there to take a break because I keep telling myself like everyone or every student in all around the world are in the same boat as me. So I can breathe for a second, but also remember to never stop learning because you don't want to be loose by the time, the age, also the digital revolution 4.0 are also coming. So I have to prepare myself to overcome that, to also be succeed in the future. I think there are a lot of negative impact that I could think of and I could say, but also I would like to end this speech by saying all of us students right now are struggling very much, even though it's has been over than a year, but all of us are still struggling with learning online, like not understanding the material and everything, learning about ourselves. And we never stop trying, we never stop learning. For all of the students that still choose to go to university, that still choose to continue their studies, even though all of the challenge and everything else that is going on, I would like to say all of us did great. And I think if you can survive this pandemic, I think you can also survive everything that's going to happen in the future. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for your speech. And we have one more question for you. You hear the question twice, and then you have 1 minute to prepare your answer. So, Dr. Tao,